Now, as South Africa enters the festive season, it's a time traditionally marked by celebration and increased social activity. Concerns have been raised over public safety, and these, of course, have come into sharp focus. It follows this mass shooting in Bekkersdal. Authorities are urging members of the public to remain vigilant, to be aware of their surroundings, and to limit alcohol consumption. Let's speak about safety in the festive season in the wake of what we've seen taking place in that community. Bring in criminologist Professor Magadze, who's with the University of South Africa and joins us now via our video link. Prof, thanks very much indeed for your time. Welcome to the SABC News Channel. So it's the shooting that we saw in Bekkersdal at the weekend. Earlier this month, we saw a shooting in Salisbury near Pretoria where 12 people were gunned down, 13 others were wounded, and many people will remember what took place in Lusikisiki last year. It's becoming so much harder to see these as isolated incidents and not as part of a broader pattern of violence in the country.
Good morning, Ayanda, and good morning to your viewers. I think, Ayanda, when we talk about this mass shooting in South Africa, it's sort of like we are fighting a losing battle. Why I'm saying we are fighting a losing battle is because these incidents keep on occurring. And when we check what is happening with the previous one, in terms of the prosecutions, it's very less. So on its own, it tells me that there are so many guns within the Republic of South Africa. And in that case, then you ask yourself why to say, how these guns are able to enter into this country? Or are we questioning the manufacturers? Or are we questioning our port of entry? Because what in this situation, if you listen from the communities, they are all blaming police officers, not blaming themselves as also part of the contribution, because they stay with these criminals. Some they even have this, they share the same house with these criminals. So there are the people who have enough or well information that they can present before the police, so that at least we can be able to find a way to reduce these crimes. This criminality, I'm telling you, is keep on going up. And then now, also you ask yourself the issue of security when it comes to all these liquor traders, bottle stores. It seems they don't have security in a way that they can be able to control or put security measures in order to take care of people who are in their stores. So incidents like this, it reminds us so many incidents that happened during the year.
Right.
So and when you sit down, you find it very difficult to complete if whether all those previously were reported are any advanced stage.
Sure.
The same issue is in this one. We are still going to talk about it here and nothing is going to happen.
You know, Prof, for as long as I remember doing this, the issue of the proliferation of illegal firearms has been a stumbling block. What does the research tell us about where these guns are possibly coming from and why it's so hard to clamp down on how easily it seems they're able to move around? I mean, is it a question of having stricter gun laws? Is our intelligence failing? Is it all the above?
Yeah, you know, I cannot say it's all of the above, but intelligence laws it also need to be on board. And the issue here with the access of these guns. Initially, when I started, I talk about the issue of either manufacturers or our ports of entry. Someone is dropping the ball. Many of these guns, surely, they are coming from outside the country. And the other interesting question that, Ayanda, we need to ask ourselves is that during the course of the year, we had police guns are being stolen from them, are taken away from them by criminals. And then we don't get the figures of the numbers of the very same guns that were recovered. We're also not sure if whether police are also managing the properly. As South Africans, when you present the statistics, especially when you give us the figures of guns that were recovered, you need also to be specific to say the number of the guns that were taken away from the police is either during shooting with the police or other because nowadays in South Africa, they can even go to a police station and take guns. That's how easy it is. So then we need to know the figures of the stolen and the figures of the recovered one, so that we do comparison and check. Because really, it is now. It's like in 10 households, at least 2 or 3, they have guns in South Africa. So that's how it is. So gun law is there, but it's regulating something that is not visible to it.
Sure. We spent a big part of the year speaking about the capacity or lack thereof of the SAPS. You know, we've understood ways in which part of the work of the SAPS has allegedly been frustrated after Ntantla Mkhonazi's briefing. I'm prefacing my next question with this because often when these things happen in communities, residents ask for more boots on the ground, and it's no different in Bekkersdal. We've heard some community members there asking for amaperete, for example. The question becomes, Prof, does that help, especially given what we know about the constraints of the SAPS?
You know, some of the activities that you must know is the issue that you must know is that even if we can increase the number of police officers, the number of police officers, they are not going to be on each and every street across South Africa. We won't have that number of police who are going to do patrolling each and every minute across all streets in South Africa. However, yes, the number now might be very small comparing the number of the population size in South Africa. Because remember, in South Africa, the number keeps on going high on a daily basis. We have so many people who come in the country, and some they leave the country just really like that. So it becomes so questionable and difficult to detect the correct number of South African population versus against the number of police that we have in the system. Yes, the numbers it's not that good, but I want to emphasize to say, yes, we'll increase as the number keep on going up, but it's not only going to happen in every street to see police officer. Yes, you can see one police van going down, then it take a while to come back. So that's how it's going to happen. But the thing that we need to do as a community here is to be part of policing in a way that we need to engage police officers, whatever that is happening in our communities. Now we have these community leaders, part and parcel of community policing forum. Mid-year, we were talking about this Ayanda, if you remember. Many of them were killed in the Eastern Cape because they were found isolated as if they are the one who are making things difficult for the criminals. Because community at large, they look at them. So then how do we incorporate the larger group of the community? Because the very same community are the ones who are staying, at least spending time with these criminals. Some they even share meal together. They are beneficiaries of criminal activities.
Right.
Many, especially when it comes to this area of Bekkersdal, you find that many of them are renting around there. And after the incident, you can hear them discussing their output. So then what do you go? But the other issue to support on that, Ayanda, is the issue of protection of witness that might trigger the fear from the community. So there are so many issues that we need to address as a country. Because we're saying community must come on board. Then are we ready to protect them? Because the criminals are there. They can kill them or kill their relatives at any time.
So much more to be said, Prof. It certainly is a multi-layered issue. We haven't even had a chance to speak about the intersections of drugs, alcohol, and violence, which may very well be a factor in this particular killing as well, given where it took place. But we're going to have to leave it there for now. Always appreciate the time and the insights. Professor Oscar Magadze is a criminologist with the University of South Africa.